Hey there, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Wrestle T. Today, my guest is Platinum Max Caster.
Wow. Oh my gosh. He's really here. Finally, Platinum Max on Wrestle T.
Oh yeah, we
Wrestle
tried to
T.
do this and we're finally doing it.
Finally, we're gonna do
no
it.
seagulls, no waves to get in the way of our sound. We're here.
Look at us.
Oh yeah, we made it. Are you ready to get the tea?
Oh my gosh. Now?
Yeah, right now.
Now?
We're starting to sip.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so what I want to know, first things first, how much of Platinum Max Caster is a gimmick and how much of it is an authentic representation of who you are?
Okay. Here's gonna be the long answer.
Okay.
This is what is a gimmick, okay? I'm Platinum Max. It makes sense. I make platinum hits. This is what I do. Like I didn't learn to be a rapper just to be a wrestler. I rap because I love making rap, and I wrestle because I love making wrestle. So this is not a gimmick. This is what I do. Platinum comes from one of my trainers, Pat Buck. He used to be Platinum Pat, and yeah, I stole his name, and it's turned into something that even Pat has said is a lot bigger than, or a lot better than what he was doing as Platinum Pat. I'm Platinum Max, and I'm like happy to carry that name on. So it's not a gimmick. It's just, you know, it's the front that you put on because I want people to hear my songs. I want to diss people. Look at these wrestlers over here. Look at all the fans.
So many people to diss over here.
I would love to diss every single one of them. And hey, oh wow, it's me. Anyway.
We were distracted.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
he's so big. Not a gimmick. Short answer.
Okay, cool. Well, the best characters are authentic representations of who they actually are, so I respect that. Next question. All right. Now, I don't believe that you've ever wrestled in a death match, so my question is there any desire to ever? Why not?
No, because I'm not a psychopath, okay?
Oh, okay.
You have to be some level of crazy to become a wrestler. You have to be even crazier to continue being a wrestler through all the mental beatdowns and physical beatdowns. But you have to be another level of crazy to enter into a match where you know, like, there are implements of death and destruction in the ring. You're gonna get cut, you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna have things piercing your skin, and that's not what I'm about. I'm a technical wrestler. I love to wrestle and not die. Death matches include death, and I'm not about death.
There's too many variables for you.
Too many variables. We want control. We want control.
I feel ya.
Yes.
Yeah.
No variables.
Well, I was just at ICW No Holds Barred over the weekend, and I covered my first deathmatch show for IWTV. And I have to say, I definitely have a new level of respect for death matches. But I do understand why you don't want to compete in them. You're also, you're a pretty boy, so maybe you don't want to, get scars and stuff all over the place, light tube scars. Yeah.
It's true. That's another good point, and this is actually going to be a serious answer. I invest a lot of money into my body and the way I look. I have a gym membership. Some wrestlers don't.
Yeah.
I have a personal trainer. A lot of people don't. I eat clean food all day. I buy myself and make myself. I have this awesome gear from No Gimmick Gear. Like, I'm not going to sit around and ruin it. And, I look great. I'm handsome. We've established that tons of times. So, why? I love the guys who do it.
Yeah, they're so nice too.
It's always the weirdest
Yeah.
thing. When the first deathmatch guy I met, I think, was Jeff Cannonball.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see him at that show?
I did. He had a gash that was like super deep, super wide.
Yeah.
I could smell it.
Wow.
It was a visceral experience.
You
in
smelled
the
his
locker.
gash. That's
I
gross.
smelled a lot of blood. Yeah, I tasted it. It was in the air. It was humid. I had to step out of the barn and take a quick break.
So yeah, he was the first one I met, and I was expecting to meet like some crazed maniac, and he's just the nicest guy. He just happens to like bleeding in his matches, and I'm like, okay, great. This is what you do. This is what I do. we could be friends despite this.
To each their own, right?
Yes, to each their own.
Everyone's creating their own different kind of art in wrestling, and you yourself are creating art with not only the way you present yourself, but also with your raps.
I mean,
well.
true. I am a work of art. Let's just make that known, but let's also make it known wrestling is a full-time sport, full contact sport for Platinum Max.
Okay, you take it very seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, 2020 has been a little bit crazy for everyone around the world, and it's been a little bit trying for a lot of wrestlers and wrestling promotions, particularly the ones that are floundering and aren't able to stay in business as a result of COVID. But some people are having a great 2020 professionally. I think that I would say that I'm thriving in 2020, and I would say that you are too. But what's your take on 2020?
I like it. Hot take. I have a pretty fortunate situation in my life where I don't have to pay rent. Hint, hint, I live with my parents, which is, call me a loser all you want, but I'm just saving money and working out and, doing what's important to me. And a lot of time away from working and going out places has helped me realize that a lot of effort and a lot of energy needs to go into being the best wrestler alive. And this is what I'm doing every day. There are some people who they have to do other things. I'm lucky enough to where my full focus could be on becoming the most famous wrestler, the best wrestler, and that's what I do. And so I'm happy this year. I know a lot of people are struggling, and hopefully, and I hope I don't sound like a facetious art school dropout or something. I hope people gain some joy from the things that I do, whether it be music or wrestling. And it seems like more people than ever have gotten a lot of enjoyment out of what I do this year, and I'm happy about that. But yeah, the year has been pretty good to me. I think if this hadn't been going on this year, like Platinum Max, maybe the main event wouldn't be, Brian Myers, Heath Slater, and Brian Pillman. It would include me too. Like, I feel like it would just be, jet setting and doing all kinds of things. But everything happens for a reason. I'm very happy with where I am right now, and I'm very happy with how people are receiving Platinum Max. So it's a good year.
Yeah, and I think it can only get better for you. Next year, the year after, what is your 2-year plan? What's your long-term goal?
Best wrestler alive. Mm-hmm. I gotta prove it. I say it and I have to prove it.
You want to be on TV?
If it includes being on TV, I think right now, a lot of people have told me, they look at me, they say, Max, the abs. Max, your height. I'm 6'1", believe it or not. How many wrestlers could say that? They look at me and they say, wow, you got to be on TV. The way you wrestle, the way you look, the way you sound, you're good on the microphone, you're producing all this content. I'm like, okay, I've heard this for the last 4 years of my life. People are saying, Max, just keep doing what you're doing. You'll be on TV. And now it's like, well, no, I don't want to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, I have to do more. Because doing what I was doing got me no contract. So right now I'm just trying to do more and become the best wrestler alive on the independents, and then prove that and go on to whatever place would have me and help me prove it even further. So the answer is yeah. Do I want to be on TV? Sure. But right now, like, the independents are my focus, and I would love to conquer that before moving on to something else.
Cool. Is there a chance that we can see you at GCW's The Collective in Indianapolis October?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the main
There's a
show
chance for
at this
everything.
time,
I'm not
we have
booked,
a special pre-show
but,
match just to give you guys a little taste of
never
what
know.
Wrestle
You
Pro
never know.
is
Well, thank you
all
so much,
about.
Max.
And
Really
it is scheduled
Thank
for
you.
one
Taking time out of your
fall.
day.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, it seems like the show is about to start at Wrestle Pro. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Wrestle Pro, check it out on Instagram. We are Wrestle Pro. On Twitter, Wrestle Pro. Check it out. Wrestle Pro and Creator Pro are turning out some of the
Introducing
best talent on the
from
indie.
Nigeria,
That's
weighing
the
in at
team.
215 pounds. He is the personification